Francis. First, I'd like to thank the Missouri Valley Hall of Fame Committee for believing in me and thinking that I actually belong with these greats over here. Coach Wadley, Tommy English, and Goose. I've known them for decades, and to be able to join the Hall of Fame with these three individuals is quite a thrill to me. So I appreciate the committee. I also want to thank all the award winners. I kind of looked at the list of the services, the players, volunteers, and so forth. And I want to tell all of you congratulations. I appreciate what you're doing for Missouri Valley, and equally important, what you're doing for the game of tennis. I want to introduce my family. I had a daughter who couldn't be here today because of a basketball commitment. Allison is back in Norman. I want to tell her I love her and I'm very proud of her. And she's a huge tennis fan. And Coach Wadley probably knows she's a huge OU Center tennis fan. So Coach Wadley sent her home very disappointed quite a few times in my career. But my wife Deborah, my son-in-law Trey Albright, next to him is my daughter Lauren Albright, and my first and only granddaughter Lane Madison Albright. So I appreciate you guys coming with me to this event. There's one person I want to thank that's not here, and he's why I actually got into the game of tennis. Part of this bio, as you saw, Roger Baldwin. And when I was 7 years old, I got to Baldwin at the Tulsa Tennis Club Invitational Tournament. And who do I Baldwin for the whole tournament is Missouri Valley's first inductee, Chuck McKinley. And that's all it took. I watched Chuck fly around the court for 3 days and play with a great spirit and an unbelievable attitude. And I went into my parents following the tournament, hadn't played any tennis too much up to then. I asked them if I'd please quit baseball and please be a tennis player. And I appreciate my parents. They said yes. All they asked for me in return was to give my best effort, to believe in myself, and to give someone a pat on the back every day. And I thought that was a fair request, and I've tried to do that the best I can over 2 years. So I want to thank Chuck McKinley for making a huge impact on me as a young boy. I'm not sure I'd have gotten into tennis as soon if I hadn't been given the opportunity to be a ball boy that day. I also want to thank my parents, Bob and Joanne Lockwood. My mother was very high up in the Missouri Valley Association at one time, and I want to thank them for supporting me and for saying yes. That day I went into their room and asked if I could become a tennis player, and I really appreciate that. I want to thank my family. I think anybody who's been married or is married to a college coach, Mr. Wadley, I'm sure you can maybe agree with this with Coach Wadley. It's hard at times. We travel quite a bit. We're out recruiting quite a bit. We come home ejected after losses and so forth. So I want to appreciate my wife and my two daughters, obviously, for putting up with me for 22 years when all this is transpiring. They were my biggest supporters, and I will always remember it.